Okay, this is Leslie Willems here again. This is the third free video in the series of how to work with crystals, and this one is going to be about how to clean your crystals. So in the first um, in the first video, I said that you don't really need to clean energetically, you don't need to clean your crystals. You're not clearing, there's no need to clear negativity out of your crystals, because when people are interacting with you and your crystals, they're interacting from a place of appreciation. They're not going, oh, you have such a shitty crystal. You know, nobody, have you ever had anybody do that? If you do, you probably want to destroy and uncreate that relationship with that person and find some better people to hang out with. But regardless, the crystals themselves don't hold judgment. That's not what they do. Um, they can transmit, receive, amplify, and record. So people often hear that because they can record, well, what is it that they're recording? They don't have a judgment about what it is that's being recorded, but you do. Or sometimes you do. Maybe you would like to get rid of that. So I'm also an access consciousness body process facilitator, facelift, energetic facelift facilitator, and access consciousness bars facilitator. Taken quite a few access consciousness classes, and what I'd like to share with you about that is consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. So if you don't have a point of view about what people are saying, it doesn't get recorded as negativity. It's just an interesting choice. So with this crystal, what we're going to do, if it becomes depleted in energy, so just as you do, give too much. Crystals can sometimes give too much. So if their energy is depleted, or you don't sense that there's any energy, it's possible that you just may not be able to sense energy. Or if you've been sensing energy and really know that it's been a powerful, powerful tool for you to interact with crystals, what you may want to consider doing is restoring the energy to the crystal. So there's a couple of different aspects of cleaning crystals. And the first one is not actually cleaning the crystal, but restoring the energy to the crystal. So appreciation is going to be one thing that will restore the energy to your crystal dynamically. And another one is a simple command. So you as an infinite being want to touch the crystal with all your fingers touching it, all 5 or however many fingers you have. If you don't have 5, just touch it with all the fingers that you have. And chant or command, restore, 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 restore. You're connecting it to where it came from on the earth. Earth in those specific areas has different contributions in that area than it does in other areas. So you're reconnecting it to Mother. Hey, crystal, reconnect. Restore, 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 amplify, charge, 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 whatever works. So there's a few things that you can say to do that. So already amplifying and restoring. And you may sense the change happening there. It's been a long while since I've worked with that one in this way. Another way that you can, now we're going to go straight into putting your energy into it. So this one is designed to be a thumb stone, or they call it a worry stone, but it's got a nice little indentation created in it that you can just rub your finger in it. And so you're placing and gifting your energy to the stone. So you can see that in the additional box there with picture of the stones. The next way to clean stones, like if they get dingy, it's not because they're holding negativity, it's because they're dingy or they've used too much of their energy and now it's just kind of depleted. So one thing that you can do, that again, the chanting, restore, 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 this is going to charge that stone back up. It will change the way the color of the stone looks. I've had deep, dark, almost black, smoky quartz turn nearly clear as a result of working with it. So you working with the stone will clear it. It won't make it worse. Another thing that you can do is if it's dirty, you've got, I'm not an ad for Crest, this is just toothpaste, whatever toothpaste you happen to have in your drawer. You get toothpaste out, you put it on your toothbrush, and then you scrub. And you can do that with basically any wire wrap jewelry as well. The less abrasive that you can get with some of the wire, if it's not high quality wire, if it's not sterling silver, you're going to rub off the plating and then it will be hot metal underneath or copper underneath and it'll change the color. So some wire is not going to be as receptive to cleaning as others. So in that case, probably this is pretty abrasive, even though you think it's nice for your teeth. It's one of the most some of these things are the most abrasive things that you can put on your teeth. So they're also going to rub off silver as well because it's pretty soft material. So you're going to take your toothbrush and just water and just brush it off, clean it off underwater, and see what happens. See, as a result, usually that's plenty to clean your silver and clean your stone of any grime, grit, buildup. I don't use any glue in my pendants, in my wire wrapping, so glue tends to make, over time, it tends to look pretty grimy. So if you've got somebody who does the work and uses a lot of glue to tie your stone in with the wire, it's going to look grimy earlier. I tend to not use any glue just because I want it to look pretty longer, forever if possible. So that's cleaning. It's super easy. It's not what you think. You don't have to take it out into the moonlight unless you want to, unless that's fun for you. You don't have to take it to the ocean. You don't have to smack it into the, like, I've heard so many funny stories about how people should clean their stones. You're supposed to wake it up. Some lady told me early on when I started playing with energy that you were supposed to take all of your stones. I'm like, this is a lot of stones. I've been collecting stones for years. Take all your stones to the ocean and take each one and throw it as hard as you can into the sand, and that'll wake it up and restore its energy. And like, number one, if you don't live anywhere near the ocean, how is that going to work for you? You know, it's a huge limitation. The number of hours that I spent for a couple of years taking my stones out into the backyard and putting them under the moonlight and hoping nobody broke in to my gate and steal like thousands of dollars worth of stones. You know, $4 a piece, $8 a piece. I'm like, this is a lot of work to carry all these little guys out and put them in the moonlight or put them in the sun. Or if you put them in the sun, sometimes it bleaches the color out of amethyst. If you leave it sit in the sun, the color will disappear. So you have to take a look at what's actually going to work. And I like to tell people how to do it the easy way. You can do it however way it works for you, whatever you like to do. But these, I'm just suggesting a couple of extra things that you might consider and see if it works for you. So thank you so much for watching.